Hello and welcome. So I wanted to pop in real quick and just show you this very easy, no measuring, fun way to make envelopes out of pretty much any size paper that you have. So now these, of course, these are these cool, they just look like this. Very, very simple style. But the papers are amazing. And of course, these are Susan Taylor Brown Eco Dyes. This is her Forest Trail kit, and her Etsy shop is Poppiness, and it's linked below. Just did some really fun beads with her paper. I invite you to check that out too. It's called Boho Scroll Beads. So here's this one. Isn't that paper just beautiful? And these bags are so fun. Check this one out. This is also off of that kit as well. And I just lined it up to fit. Look at the back. Oh, I love these papers. So I went ahead, I was having so much fun. And you can use these for anything, little journaling papers or cards. You can make cards to fit these, whatever you want. These are from my Aspen tree texture kit too. And I made this out of 5x7 size. So you can really get creative. This was the evening sun. I took this photograph of this bark and it's got the evening sun shining on it. And then here's another piece out of that kit, another image of some more tree bark, all the cracks. I just love that. There's that. I really had fun making these. Sometimes I just like to do simple, uncomplicated, you know, so much of what I do is like really involved. So this was a nice little break from that. Now these are from my Inky Abstracts video, and I made these with my Gelli plate, these prints. So if you haven't checked that out, I will link it below too. All kinds of fun tutorials, and I am getting better at filming and lighting and all that stuff, so glad about that. It's just you live and you learn, and you work and you learn, you know. So here's another. I love this image, and these are all 5x7s. I just printed up 2 pages, 4 images, and then this is I decided to make this my little stamp envelope. Very fun. And I just used my circle punch, and it's pretty big, so I did this one before I glued it, but you can't always do that because not everything lines up right, but you can definitely do it on the bigger packages. Like this one's wider, this envelope is wider, so it was easily done. And that's the last of the Inky Abstracts, but these are really fun, so you can do all this kind of stuff on your Gelli plate and really get some amazing results. All right, and I'm excited about this. This is from my Intuitive Abstracts kit, and this is in my shop as well. I'll link everything below for you. And this is a video as well too, and these are Gelli prints. This is a Gelli print I did, and then these two, and then this was a runoff sheet. And it just came out really cool. So you can check out that video, and I'll link that one below too. So let's make one of these real quick. So easy. Let's go ahead and go over our materials real quick. You really don't need much for this little project here. So I've got my circle punch, bone folder, some distress inks, oxides. I'm actually using walnut stain distress oxide on some of these, and then I'm using the Ranger archival ink jet black. So of course that's optional, whatever color you want to use. And then I've just got a little permanent crafter's tape and a pair of scissors, and then of course your decorative paper, and that is all you need for this. I love it because there's no measuring, none of that, and you can adapt it in special ways, so I want to show you that. So I was talking about 5x7, so I just did 2 of those on one big sheet here, one 8.5 by 11 inch sheet, and here's one. And then to start this off, I just turn it over, And then you don't want to make any creases, but you want to think about, I use this tape gun, so you want to make sure, let me bring you in. You want to make sure that your fold over is wide enough to accommodate your tape, okay? So then you just kind of want to shimmy around a little bit. And then once you figure you've got it just about right, flip that over and just do one at a time. So much easier. And then I like to use my bone folder and just give that a quick run. And then now I'm going to come in and make sure I have enough of a width here before I crease anything. So you can just kind of guesstimate at first, and then you can get much more accurate on this step here. I want it to be a tiny bit bigger. I can play just a tiny bit with that and then give that a quick crease. And then here's the back. Isn't that fun? I love these tree textures. And then here's the front. So now I've got to show you something, because this I would have liked better as the front, but this is fine too. But I'm going to go over that. I'm going to show you how to line up your image if it's not perfectly centered. We'll do that next. And then you just want to determine what's the top and what's the bottom. I like this for the top. So this is going to be my top. You just want to fold it straight over. This will be my top flap, is what I was trying to say. Fold that over, and then you want these, you always want to think, keep the width of the tape, of your tape gun, okay? And then you've got it to this point, so you want to open it back up, and I'll just cut one on camera. You want to cut these 4 little spots, and the way you can tell, just to keep yourself straight, is the panels that go to the front facing stay. So don't ever cut that front facing panel. And I just like to come in and give these a whack just like this. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and do the other 3 real quick and be back. And then you end up with a sheet that looks just like this here. So the next step, I like to fold it backwards, and it's just to be able to see it better. And I want to line these up without creasing anything. Kind of rough with my art. It's hard not to crease. The smaller the envelope, the easier it is to crease it up. And then I just want to whack the 2 of those together. And while I've got this, you want to go ahead and do both ends. It just gives it a better look, I think. I like it better than straight. It's cleaner. Went a little too far there. You want to be careful of that, but no big deal if you go a little too far. I like the handmade look. It's okay with me. So then you can save yourself a little trouble. I'm just using my black Jet Black Ranger archival ink. And then I like to turn this over and figure out, which do I want, this here or do I want this folded over? I actually kind of like that because this lines up right here. See that? So then I'm not going to need to ink this. So I want to start on the end away and work my way around everything, as we all do all the time. I love inked edges, I really do. And I like to highlight the seam. You don't have to. You can leave both of those long ones plain if you want without. And then I just go right up to this and skip that one because that one's going under. And then that also, if I'm doing a bunch of these, that helps me to remember which side is going over top. Then you just want to take your tape gun, of course, and I like to, you want to do this before you do the ends. Do your length. Come up here. My tape gun's a little funky. I have to flip it. And then just run that and give it a quick, give it a quick little bone folder. You can run your bone folder inside too, just in case you missed that tape a little bit. Okay, and then this is going to be my end, same. So these are such a piece of cake, but you're able to make a card or give some birthday money or Christmas money, holiday money, whatever, Easter money, and you can just make them with this beautiful decorative paper. They're really, really simple in this way because there's no embellishments. I mean, everything we see and do is embellished to the nines, right? And I love that. It's so beautiful. But the thing I love about these is it's one layer. You can easily tuck it. You could like slip this in somebody's pocket. You could do so many things because there's nothing hindering it. And you get the artwork itself showcased on the bag, on the envelope. It's not a bag, is it? So anyway, I hope you make some of these. Oh, I wanted to show you one more thing real quick. So this one is a little bit bigger, and look at that. I wanted to show you two more things. I'm all trying to take off on you. Okay, so now this, if the envelope is big enough, of course you can just come in with the circle punch, or I'm sure you could use all different kinds of punches, and give that a quick little whack. And then you've got your nice little tab, inverted tab area. And then I didn't do anything. You can tuck these or you can just leave them out, whichever way you wish. I like the simplicity of them very much. Now for this last thing I wanted to show you. Okay, so this piece of paper started off like this, all right? And I thought this looked better. So all I did was I went ahead and folded a wide enough for my tape gun, because you always want that, of course. And then I went ahead and lined this up. I forgot about the front and just focused on lining this part up here. And it's a little wonky, so if this happens, and this has happened to a few of mine, what you want to do is cut right inside of your fold. That actually works better. So I'm just going to take a bunch of this off. So it was just looking pretty mangy. And then of course this will need to be inked, but then you can come in and you can pick either way. You can tuck that or have that on the outside, and then of course you do the same thing, just cut everything. You would cut all of this and this little one. The only part you need to keep, of course, is the front, and it's that simple. So I hope you make some of these. These papers are so beautiful and amazing, and if you have your own digital prints or you want to use even another artist's, it's endless, just endless. You can make these, and they are great journal tucks. Of course, I'm sure your head is already spinning with all the things you can do with these. I don't know, it's very simple, but I'm totally into this. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you real soon. Have a great day.